We are nothing sacred. We are nothing sacred. We are nothing sacred.
With Maxwell Silverhammer.
We are nothing sacred. With cruise control. We are nothing sacred.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
You know, we figured since we didn't have an interview this month, we'd bring you a little bonus show of
Why
our
not?
beautiful asses. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, our beautiful asses and all of our beautiful gases.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Because Max has got the gases bubbling. He's got the percolation going, man.
I've been ripping him since yesterday afternoon. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know.
This is the time when I'm grateful to that we're online and not fucking
in person
because I don't have to smell your fucking shit because you won't you'll push it out. You'll force it out.
I just did now.
Exactly. You're gonna make sound effects so we know every time. So even if we can't hear the fart, you hear like
right. You knew I farted. You know, it's like, oh damn, he just ripped ass.
Yeah, I'm glad you don't have like a headset, like a microphone headset, because you'd be taking that shit in the shitter and be shitting with us online.
Oh, you
during the fucking show? Yeah,
you talking about wireless?
Yeah, if you had a wireless fucking headset, you would be shitting during the show. As a matter of fact, I shouldn't even be saying that to you because now you're gonna get the idea.
Funny enough,
I should get a wireless headset so I can.
I bought a wireless headset just for that reason. Like when we do the drunken sacred, so I don't have to keep muting and you know.
You really a brand new one?
I got one right here sitting on my desk. The thing is, I tried to use it with Zoom, and it seems like it's not. It doesn't want to.
It'll do it. You'd have to change the settings on your
my Zoom or something
on your Zoom. Yeah. Your Zoom audio settings, you'll click. You got to select the correct audio device to read the microphone and headset.
Because when I did that, because it would find the Logitech, that was the default. But then it would. I don't know. I have to play around with it again because when I tried to do it, it wasn't working. And I was having a bitch of a time. And I even had my pest control guy try to help me with it, and he couldn't get it to work.
Oh shit!
Yeah. So, and he's pretty savvy when it comes to electronics. As a matter of fact, my last computer, when it took a shit, you know, he's like, hey, well, let me take your hard drive, man. I'll send you the stuff that you couldn't get off there. And I'm like, really? And sure as shit, dude, he sent me some old videos I had on there and some audio files and other stuff. I was like, God damn, okay. You're a G.
That's funny, man. It says you're you got a headset, but yeah, you should do that, man. You grab it. So anyways, what is it? What the fuck is the date? Is it 20th of fucking May?
Yep.
May.
Man, it's crazy. Okay, so we're moving at work, man. We're moving to a different office.
Life is fucking changing, man.
Yeah, and here's the bitch because work is like your home. It's the same kind of thing. Like moving your work is almost as stressful as moving from your house. You know what I'm saying? Moving to a different house, and you make a lot of memories there. Because dude, I've been in that office. We've been in that office building for 12 years.
That's funny. That's because I remember when the other office you were in before that, because we were both in that same office.
That's right, the one on Desert Inn there.
That's crazy. So 12 years. So you get used to it. So you're thinking, are you getting that melancholy? The memorize.
Yep. As a matter of fact, here's what I did today when I got off the bus. I'm like, damn, this might be the last time I walk through this, off on this concrete right here. You know what I'm saying? On this little strip of concrete where they dropped me off in the back. Like, shit, dude, this is it. But not really, because I got to go back there tomorrow, and then I got to go back there Wednesday to meet somebody to pick up some stuffs. So anyway, to pick up, some stuff we surplus.
Yeah.
Because we couldn't move with it. So anyway, that's what's going on there. But yeah, I'm like thinking, damn, dude, all the people and all the friends we made. I mean, damn, Kraken was working with me in that building. So, I mean,
yeah, man, it's interesting to think about that too. Just like I said, all the things that have changed and
I gotta say, go ahead. Good.
No, I was just saying, but just like how, what think about how different your life would be, or would it be that much different if you had not changed offices?
You know what? Yeah. How would
Because you
that
never
be?
know. Like even little things like that. How would little things like that affect you? Because not little things. Obviously, it's a big thing, but in terms of your actual life, it wouldn't have changed much because you would still be living at the same place. You would
Yeah.
still be going to the same place for work. But it would think about how much it would have changed. Just like the like you've met a couple people there. So there's probably a couple things you've done from that office that you would like you've met like, oh well, come to this thing or come to this. Like, have you ever met
Yeah.
people there that yeah, of
Oh
course,
yeah.
right?
Well, as I mean, remember the one girl we had on back on the shit that irks me days? I don't know if you remember. I called her Bobcat. I think she came on one of the shows that you were on one time.
Yeah.
And so it's like, okay, you make these connections. And that's kind of what I was telling my
Yep.
assistant today, like, well, hey, we're going to go meet some new people, and who knows who we'll meet in this building, there might be cool. And she was like, well, I don't want to meet new people. And I'm like, you might like them.
Oh, good God.
It's just like, well, I guess she's made some really good friends, and she's actually even made friends in the building we currently, are moving out of. So, but
Jesus. Sorry.
but it's like, yeah,
I
man.
don't want to. Like, I don't want to meet new people.
Well, the one thing is she did clown herself at the end. She's like, I'm gonna sound like a little kid now, or something like that. I'm like, okay,
Good, good. At least there's some self-awareness there.
yeah. So she caught that
Yeah.
because I'm sure I must have made a face or something.
Well, at
like,
least now, if there's any bullshit, you want to go all the way across town to fucking deal with
well, that's well,
it.
and here's the other thing. No more because we're in with a lot of our or places that work closely with us, kind of
Yeah.
thing. So no more coming to the office on off, after hours to do
Well,
things. And
that's my how I feel about that. That's something you need that's your job to put the kibosh on that.
oh
But
yeah, well, I actually so far it's been pretty good, but
yeah,
still,
but still, you're right. It's going to be a fun experience. I mean, the only thing that's like I say, the only thing that I would be concerned about because like with a lot of things with you is learning the place. But you said you're not really concerned about that.
no. And
So
actually, I was, matter of fact, today while they were putting all my shit in my office, I was like, which I was really impressed. They got everything in there. I was like, wow, okay. I didn't think they'd get all our shit in that office, but apparently they did. Now it's just a question of just the, unpacking everything and, that initial start of the engine. But once we get a rhythm down, I think we'll be good.
yeah,
That's how
you'll be
I,
fine.
I felt the same way about the place we're leaving. When we first got there, I was like, I don't like this place, man. I like the Desert Inn location so much better.
Of course, of
You
course.
know,
And now, if you now, I think here's an interesting question for you. If you could choose between the two locations, which
between
one,
Desert Inn and
and the current one, which one do you think you'd like now?
man, I still like that Desert Inn location, man.
I was going to say the same thing, but it's just funny how that could be the change. You could, I mean, it's not like it's like a big difference. Like you could probably like, well, I could definitely stay here. In other words, like
Yeah,
that, yeah, that was a good location. It was really simple too, the layout.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I liked about it. There
Yeah.
weren't a lot of twists and turns and other because a lot of office buildings are
Plus, the
are
bathroom was actually bigger, so when you blasted the joint, it didn't feel like you were
ah
fucking killing anybody.
that's one thing I'm not gonna miss, dude. We have that one man bathroom now in the
Yeah, you're
place
not
where I
gonna
work.
miss that fucking that.
Standing in there waiting for motherfuckers to get out of there, and you're pissed off.
And then when you get in there, if they blast, you're like, oh god, because
Oh yeah, yeah, dude. You get a face full of fucking
face full of
beast.
someone else's asshole. Yeah,
Oh yeah, dude.
and
It's
then
it's
and then you're having a post rum runner fucking day. So you
oh
know how
yeah.
that goes, and you're just like you just leave something for someone, and you go sorry, and you do, you know what I'm talking about, dude?
Or
Those just
you're in there
nasty
you're in there
blasties.
squeezing one, and some fuckface starts knocking on the door,
Yeah,
and you're like, motherfucker, I'm in here. You almost want to like not flush on purpose, like, all right, son of a bitch, I'll leave you a little gift since you're so impatient to get in here. So yeah, a little shit like that. It's that's definitely something I won't miss. And there's some things I will miss and I won't miss. So it all, but anyway, it got me being a little introspective, and now that we're older, we start thinking back and reminiscing a lot. And I was thinking about college and how it was, the vibe, the people I was meeting or whatever. And I'm like thinking now, how would it be if I were in college now? It would be a whole
oh
different
dude,
like the way things are. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
God, dude. Well, think about just any basic stuff. Think about how it would have been as a teenager or that time around. Us hanging out,
Yeah,
not going, hey, are you at the dorm? Are you at the dorm? And you're like, no, I'm here. Oh, I'll meet you there,
yeah.
because we would have phones. We'd have our phones. We would have we'd have be connected. Like that's the thing about now is like the technology. People think, oh well, it hasn't changed that much in the 20. Yes, it fucking
Oh, it
has.
has. Oh, it has.
Holy shit, it has. If you really look at it, it's fucking changed an awful lot, dude.
It would
Absolutely
almost
a lot.
be interesting to like stay in the dorm for like maybe a night or two just to see how the people around there are different, man, because I know they're way different than they were when I was there,
You should
you
go
know.
and try that out. Hey, let me stay. Mind
Hey,
if I come stay in your
can I
dorm?
sleep in your dorm room?
Can I sleep?
Can I
Just
lay my head on your asshole like a
hey, like a
pillow?
pillow. Hey, it's like a test. I just want to do a little test.
It's a scientific experiment.
Experiment.
But yeah, it's
Going to those
interesting.
parties again like a kid.
Oh, and that's the other thing. Like, what if, like, what are those dorm parties like now? And they got to be different, man. They can't be the same. Like, the
I'm
music's
sure over.
different,
Oh yeah, the music's different and the attitudes.
attitude,
They're probably all sitting in there just on their phones, like not talking to each other.
probably,
You know.
like, no conversations happening. So which is strange too. Like, how do people get laid now if they're doing that kind of shit? You know, like,
Oh, they still do. Though that's the thing. That's still happening. That's still that proximity is still going. In fact, it's even worse, dude. Chicks will drop it even quicker than they used to, dude.
well, that's true. That's true.
Because now like there's like body counts a thing,
How
like
many chicks you can
how many
fuck?
dude no how many dudes you can fuck. Chicks are just as fucking ruthless as dudes they used to be.
Well, that's yeah,
Like
true.
they'll fuck a lot of shit. And I'm sure a lot of them don't, but like I said, you got shit like wet ass pussy being the staple of women's empowerment. Ooh, my
Well,
pussy. I'm gonna fuck this. I'm gonna fuck that.
well, that's it.
Ooh.
Even the mentality, like when I was in college, it was nabs, and it was like, oh, the nabs, oh, fucking the nabs, blah 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 blah. But now it's like, fuck, dude, I would take the nabs.
Now everybody's a nab. That's the thing.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
That's
now
true.
nab is our
Actually,
society, homie.
that's true.
Unfortunately.
Nabbery has gotten well,
Yep.
but I don't know. The nabs of the '90s are different than the nabs of the
Yeah,
20.
they're less extreme than the normal people of now.
Yeah,
Nabs back then, Nabs now would be like, well, you're not progressive enough. You don't believe that women are men. You know,
right.
you don't
Yeah.
believe that I'm non-binary and I'm asexual and I'm and all of them have
Oh,
diseases now. All of them be all I'm autistic. I'm
oh
neuro fucking
yeah. I got
divergent.
anxiety. Everybody's got anxiety and
Everybody's got
depression.
something because you got to have something because you can't just be your personality. You can't just be an anxious person. It's got to be
No,
something going on with you. As we always talk about, it's the theme of our show.
of
But so think
course.
about how that's going to be in college. Like Eric, everybody's on medication. Like no one was on medication back then. I'm sure there were a couple
No,
kids,
there was a
but
few.
now all of them are, dude, and they all probably have therapy, and they'll probably have you probably have a guidance counselor who's gonna we need to talk about something about your blindness and you need
Yeah, yeah.
to talk to us.
You have hug
Um,
boxes and
yeah, oh yeah, all that kind of stupid shit.
wow, man. Yeah, I don't know if I would. I don't know if I'd last like I used. And it's weird because even after I graduated, still in the 2000s. Remember, I was going to UNLV, taking a few classes here and there, just trying to see if I wanted to get a master's, and
Yeah.
I still had friends that were in the dorms, so I would go there occasionally, and the vibe was still kind of the same. But holy fuck, dude! Now I don't even. Wow, I yeah, I might be. I don't think I'd even want to know what goes on. It's almost like I'm better off not knowing. It would just piss me off.
Yeah, yeah, I don't know, man. I think I think it would be like I said, technology. People are, and how kids are today. They're so fucking quiet. Would they be all like rambunctious, like hey, dude,
Yeah,
sup, Jizmopper,
right,
yeah,
right. Like those
dude.
kind of characters that
No,
always,
it'd be
were
like, hey,
talking.
how you doing? Oh, yeah,
Yeah, just like,
yeah, I'm really
huh?
sad today. I
And
think
a
I know
lot of
how.
kids are that way.
I think I know how it would be. We had a dude, uh, who's a young dude in our improv troupe. Good dude, cool dude. Like I said, not nice guy.
Uh,
But he was he one day he comes in, he's all angst. I got these finals, I got these stuff I gotta do. I just don't know, don't know if I can deal with it. He goes, and he goes, if you need a hug, let us know. He's like, yeah, I
Ah,
think I do. It's just like,
oh
just,
God,
yeah,
really?
yeah.
Yeah,
It was just
he
kind of, it
also
was kind of
needed a
like, yeah,
hug.
it's like, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. I needed that. And it's just like, that's just the way I mean, even the adults today are like that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like I told you about that one guy, right?
Which one?
We do this little meeting where we do a
Oh,
like
to
a
see how
check-in.
everybody is. How are
Yeah, I
you?
think
All
I told
right.
you about this. Yeah. And he
I
goes one day he goes one day one of the people there goes, he's an older dude. He's not a college kid, so this tells you how the younger people are. He goes, yeah, my mom had a heart attack and passed away like 5 years ago. So I don't want if you have no jokes about heart attacks today.
ah fuck, dude. Come
Yeah.
on, bro. No
But
jokes
that's
about heart
that's
attack.
yeah.
And does everybody have to honor that now?
Yes, yes.
Oh, dude. See, this is another reason. That's
Yeah.
another thing that's changed. Improv. I mean, we had
Everything
some.
has changed that way. Like they
We,
have consent people at theater now, where they're like consent
oh,
specialists.
dude, I don't know how you do it. How do you do it, man? And you're
Because
very immersed into the improv
I
thing,
love
you
it,
know?
man. I love because you gotta deal with it. If I want to perform, that's the people I'm going to be dealing with.
Yeah, fuck, I guess
And
so.
I fucking love it enough to where I'm willing to do that. Plus, and well, actually, let me tell you why I do it. A matter of fact, I got a story. And
Okay.
this is going to tell you about the impact that people have on people's life. People are so focused on how much money you make and what you're doing. Well, here's a story. I'm doing a show for a group I'm in called the Short Order Kooks. I'm doing a show in the 20. So it's my improv group. It's the group that I actually run. It's part of the Improv Eugene group that I'm in. I'm in like two different groups, but I'm doing a bunch of shit.
Is that the one that
Anyways,
I went to? That I checked out?
yes. Well,
Okay. All right.
that's Improv Eugene is the one that I run. Yeah, the Sunday ones. That's
Uh,
part of it. But
okay.
I also have a group that I run from people that are in that called the Short Order Kooks. Like Short Order Cooks. Like
Yeah, Cooks,
hot
Kooks.
improv, hot and made to order is our tagline.
Ah,
And so basically, this guy who wants to do the improv, who wants to run it. He was, I really want to do a show here. I want to do a I want to do a show at this place and for you guys. And he goes, I want to tell you something, man. You really made an impact on a lot of things that I'm doing. I teaches martial arts. It's
oh,
karate. And
okay.
he goes, I teach karate, and I've been using improv games with my brown and black belt teenage students,
Huh.
like Irish drinking song and other games, to make them feel uncomfortable because
Oh shit.
I want them to feel uncomfortable and anxious, and improv is a way to do that because people are like, oh my god, I got to make this stuff up on the spot. So
Right.
you have really helped me help my children learn how to face adversity and
Huh.
face. And I'm like, well, shit. And he goes, and even me, like my life, like I'm taking improv, and it's kind of like I've really been a lot of really serious throughout my life, and not joking around. And people have noticed that I'm joking around a lot more because I've been doing improv in their group. And
Right.
I get stories like that all the fucking time. Like, oh, but you
Huh.
don't know how. Thank you so much for doing this. You don't know how much. I wouldn't. I look forward to this every week.
Wow.
Like older people who, like my wife died 8 years ago, and this is something that I really enjoy doing.
It's
You know,
interesting. Oh, go ahead.
and like even like this one young lady in our group, who's part of the Kooks. When we did the Kooks show last time, the first one we did, she had like 12 people come. So her grandmother saw her play, her like old, like 70-year-old grandma, her father, her brother, her family. So she had this experience that would never have happened if I hadn't been involved. In fact, the same
Damn.
guy, the same guy who's in my improv group, Al, who is setting up this thing with us at this cafe, um, he met with somebody else in the group who is a stand-up comedy person who's more into stand-up but also comes to improv. They hooked up and they're going to be doing stuff together.
Oh, wow.
And I guess when that would that have happened if they hadn't met in my improv group? Most likely, fucking no.
No, so I for you, yeah, I guess you're seeing like connections being made and
Yeah, it's
people
called
doing.
impact, man. And I can say this with it's kind of funny too. I can say this as well. If I had still been working at the 9 to 5er, I wouldn't be doing this. I
Nope.
wouldn't be impacting people's lives. I would have never gotten to this point.
It's
So
interesting.
it's like, well, so people, oh, well, you're just sitting. Am I sitting around? Are you impacting people's lives where they're affecting the students in their group and they're making connections throughout their community?
Yeah.
Eh?
Yeah. Well, that's like,
Yeah.
I remember as a kid, I used to hear it a lot from, my dad and even my grandmother, hey, what are you doing? You're just sitting listening to rap day in and day out. That's all you do. You listen to rap. And now it's like, well, fuck, dude, that listening to rap got me some interviews, you know what I'm saying? So I definitely see where you're coming from
Well,
on that.
it's that, but it's also like the whole thing of what do people what's people's measure of success in this
Money,
world? Money,
money. Yeah.
right? So how many people have money but don't affect people like this? Have no lives, are alone? We were just talking about someone we
Yes,
did,
we were.
and it's
Yep.
like, oh well, I've got a great job. Oh great, really? What are you affecting? How are you feeling about life? Are you affecting people in your life? I know I am because I see it, and not only
Right.
do I see it, but people fucking tell me. People
Right.
tell me, and I'm not trying to be arrogant. I'm not like, people, but it's fucking true.
Right. You've
It's the
actually had
truth.
people say that to you.
So when
You've
people are
given
telling
two
me that,
stories.
yeah, when people are telling me that, I'm gonna go, well, fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah. That's dope. Yeah, no, that's fucking awesome, dude.
So it's like, oh, poor you. Oh gosh, well, you need to, and I could make a little bit more money, but it's not like it's like that's another thing I've been thinking about a lot. Like we talked about this a lot too. Is the fact that money seems to fuck the things, man. It seems to fuck
Ah,
with like your hobbies. Like when you're in well, everyone has to go, well, you really like doing that. Why don't you ever try making money with it? We talked about this before, too,
yeah,
obviously.
yeah.
And it's like, oh God, because that just ruins everything. It really fucked it
Eh,
because then your whole focus is on fucking that instead of actually doing what you're doing. Like I haven't focused on that and things are falling in my fucking lap, dude. I'm getting
that's
shows left and right.
exactly when you're trying to chase things, they're gonna run away from you.
And
That's
you don't
just how
enjoy
it
it
is.
because you're focusing on it. Like my Sunday workshops used to suck. Oh, how many people are going to come? My Monday ones. I hope we don't offend anybody with this game we're playing because I got to keep growing the
Uh,
product.
Oh yeah. Growing your brand.
Give me a
Yeah,
fucking break, man. I just want to fucking enjoy it and have a good time. And but you gotta, you have an opportunity.
it's always about that. I
Oh,
had somebody do
what
that the
about
other day.
Zoomer, man? Zoomer, you guys should go on tour and just make money. Oh God.
All
We
that
made
dumb shit.
if we could make a 50,000, 100,000 a year going on tour. Sure, we
Right.
could do that, but not just not
I'm not
trying to
going with
make a
that
little.
goal
I'm
in
gonna be
mind.
a yeah no.
It's just if it happens, it happens. But we're not. That's not what we
So
set out to do. Oh,
and
we're
the
gonna
same thing,
make
yeah,
a million. We're gonna get
exactly.
signed, dog.
And it's like here's the thing, you don't make the most in the world, but you make a fucking pretty damn good for what you do, and you
Oh,
enjoy what
I'm
you're doing.
happy.
So you're happy as fuck.
Yeah,
Well,
absolutely.
why don't you try going up? Why don't you try becoming the district manager? You
I
can go
know.
up. You can be promoted and have a more
Well,
responsibility and perkity dee.
like you hit me with last show when you said, would you want your boss's job?
Fuck no.
Fuck
You're a
no.
fucking living life, man. You know exactly what you're doing. You're good at what you do. You enjoy what you do. You see how it impacts people, and that's all you need. You can support yourself. It's all you
Right,
need.
right. Yep.
People want more because they think they need more, but it's a fucking journey, man.
Kind of.
I'm becoming like a goddamn like Hallmark card.
Well, it's funny because this is sort of a continuation of the last show of
It
things we were
is.
talking
Well,
about.
this is my theme lately. I've just realized it, man. I'm letting go of shit, and my life is fucking falling into place, dude. It's fucking
and,
incredible, man.
and that's what's great. You're happy,
It's like I haven't been this happy, and I don't even remember when, dude.
Damn.
And now
Wow.
the only issue, which might bring a segue into the other thing, and now the only issue is just wanting to find a nice, lovely female partner to share that with, who isn't batshit fucking crazy.
Well, that's the
But guess
problem.
what? I don't need it, so I don't have to worry about it because I need it. Oh, if the only thing I need is to find no, I'm happy now. It's like a cherry on top, man.
It's kind of like somebody we used to know, used to live with me, would always
Oh
say,
yeah,
"Well, wait till I get online, then I'm," and it didn't matter what it was,
no.
like, well, you got to clean your room, bro. You should probably try to clean your shit up a little bit. Oh man, well, you just wait till I get online. What the
You know
fuck is that?
what the funny thing is, though, dude? I'm sorry, keep going, man. I've been interrupting
Oh,
you a little
that's
bit,
it. That was my main
but
point, though.
funny thing is, he fucking found it, man.
He
He got
did.
lucky. So if that fucker could find it and get someone who's like totally into him, then with hit
Well,
with
and it's kind of what you put emphasis on. I mean, there was a time, you remember, when we were roommates, and I was like, fuck, dude, I don't know if I'm ever going to work.
Oh yeah.
It's going to be hard to
Oh
find a
God.
job.
See, that was at the same time that I was all on the fucking dating sites and shit like that and talking to chicks over in fucking Virginia.
Oh, JF.
Oh,
Jesus.
I'm so weird,
But, but you're right. Whenever you're chasing shit, it's never going to come to you, and that's why.
See, I think it can, but I think you have to go at it with the mindset, like you have to do it when you don't need it.
Yeah,
like you can go after something, but not because like God, I need it. I gotta go after.
Well, that's I was just going to use the analogy of the work because once I resign myself to, all right, well, I do volunteer shit. I guess that's cool. We'll see where it leads me. And I just kind of gave up on the whole getting a job and looking for work and being successful. And man, then that's when shit started happening. All of a sudden opportunities would pop up, and I'm like, oh, okay, wow. So, that's it. When you chase things, you're never going to catch them.
Yep.
So, and well, like you said, when once our buddy chilled out, then somebody kind of fell in his lap. Just the way things work, man. It was organic.
Yep. Organic. And like letting it, as our friend the turkey would say, watch the story unfold. That's my next idea for a song. Watch it all unfold. See how the story goes. See how things happen.
Don't
but
try
also,
to force
be proactive, but also be proactive and don't. That's another thing I've really, really learned the last is managing your stresses. Do enough, do enough that you feel comfortable with, and then you don't have to do it. I gotta do this. I gotta fill up all my time. No, fill up your time with as much as you want, but don't stress about having to do it. Just do it. Like I'm right now. I've got a lot of free time, but I also have a lot of shit going on, and like I got a lot of shows coming up. I've got a lot of things I'm doing, but I also I'm not going. Oh my God, I got so much stuff.
Right.
Oh God, I'm so.
You're not overwhelmed, as they say.
No, don't get yourself overwhelmed. But people think they got to be overwhelmed. They think they got to do, and go fucking go, man. Take a fucking moment, step back.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking enjoy shit and just go. You know what? I'm not doing anything for 2 days, but I know. Next week I've got rehearsals every fucking week, and then I've got 3 shows one weekend, so I'm gonna better enjoy this shit now.
Yeah.
No, man, take the bull by the horns and
I gotta keep going. I gotta keep constant. It's if you're not doing anything, you're not living. That's what it is. Yeah. People make those weird decrees too. If you're not, if you're not loving or you're not making money or you're not something, you're not living.
Yeah.
Well, actually,
get busy living, but basically means slow down, enjoy. Like it also means enjoying the fucking summer day where you're just like, I'm fucking chilling,
Yeah,
it's a beautiful day. I don't got shit to do, and because I know I got shit to do next Monday, so I'm gonna fucking enjoy this shit now.
That's the best feeling. You know what I'm saying? When you're just like, oh, I just got, I don't have shit to do, and I can just, there's no time constraint. I have to remind myself that sometimes though, like I'm like, wait a minute. I don't have to go do this at any specific time. This is just when I want to at some point tonight, So like even with working out, oh man, I gotta work out, dude. Okay. How about I put it off for a little bit, then I work out or whatever. So man,
it's fucking good shit, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Trying to think any other exciting shit going down. Other stuffs. Oh, what's that?
I'm just saying a lot of exciting stuff, like I said, is going down, but I think that's, like I said, that's part of the cool. Shit. Fuck. What's I was gonna say? I fucking forgot.
You lost your train of thought.
Lost my train of thought because I'm still an old school stoner.
Hey, man.
No, but anyway, fuck, man. What else is going on? Like, so you said you got a couple other shit to talk about?
There was some other shit. Let me think. Well, one thing that annoyed the fuck out of me today was our boss got us a gift certificate for Domino's Pizza. Like one of those online gift cards. That we could use. So I was like, all right, yeah, we'll order pizza. We don't know when the movers are going to be here, so let's do it. So I had the number down and everything, but I didn't look far enough, and I guess there's a pin number too, but which is kind of fucking stupid. It's like, well, you got the number to the goddamn, I just gave you a series of numbers. So I tried to order a pizza, and we try to get a deal, whatever, and it was sounding good. And they're like, yeah, we got 2 for 10 large, two topping pizza. I'm like, oh yeah, hell yeah, let's do that. So I'm getting ready to order it, and I give the guy the number and everything. He's like, okay, what's the PIN number? I'm like, PIN number? What the fuck do we need? Sometimes I think shit is extra complicated. Like, why? Why has it got to be extra all the time?
So this is the PIN number for like ordering like
using this gift certificate. There's a PIN number. So, which it shouldn't matter. You got the number to the gift certificate. That should be enough. But now all of a sudden, now you need a PIN number.
Oh, because they got to protect you, man. They got to protect the
Charlie.
because you can't do. They got to fucking come on, man.
Shit is.
They got to protect you, dude. They got to. You're a little child, man.
Well, you know what it is, and part of this shit is not just I mean, yeah, it's for control, but people allow it because they love being coddled, man. They love their newfound disability, man. That's their shit. That's their whole thing,
man. Because then they don't have to take responsibility for themselves.
Of course not. Of course not. Oh, I got them to protect. They protect me online, man. Two-factor authentication. I like jumping through those hoops because they're looking out for me, doing it all for my dinky.
Oh, they love you, man, because corpses love you, dude.
They do. They're doing it for you. They're looking out for your best interests.
What's kind of freaky about that corpse, dude, is I was watching the other day, and there was this thing about a city in Mexico. It's like the people that drink the most Coca-Cola in the world, right?
Okay.
And the reason why I'm going with this is they because now they drink so much Coke, like everyone drinks like a gallon a day or some shit like that, like just a crazy fucking amount of Coca-Cola every day, like the average, right?
Okay.
So so they actually in this little fucking town now, it's actually becoming a part of their religion. So
Jesus. They're gonna have a lot of diabetes. I'm pretty sure.
My point is that like it's a corporation. Coke they don't give a flying fuck. All they want you to do is drink theirs. But these people are like, this is part of my religion, man. Coca-Cola. Like what the fuck?
Right.
It's like
you're deifying something that doesn't give a fuck about you.
Well, it makes you think because Coke's only been around for like 100 years. So if you think about it, like what in 100 years is it going to be like Coca-Cola going to be like on people's fucking like a statue at their church, like I worship Coca-Cola,
right? Like a big bottle of Coke, just oh yeah, we pray to the Coke.
Yeah, we pray to the God. But so it's like the same corporate. Coke is good. Coke, and I need my Coke every day. I don't drink that, and I don't drink that Pepsi. People that have like a.
Dude, that's Starbucks. I've seen that shit with
with
people that dumb about Starbucks.
With In-N-Out too is another one. Oh, In-N-Out is the best burger in the fucking world, man.
Yeah.
I see. I'm not. That's a side note. In-N-Out's okay.
Yeah, it's all right.
It's all right.
I mean, I
best shit I ever had.
I mean, the fries could be better. I've had better fries at other restaurants.
But people are fucking lost. They've lost their shit, man.
And the thing I see with I see it a lot with Apple. Like everybody fucking just dick lurps the shit out of Apple, and especially blindos, man. Blindos are like, nah, bro, I love my iPhone. Like somebody in one of these groups, technology for blind and visually impaired people, or something like that. It's a Facebook group, and this chick was asking about, what other phones are accessible for blind people. And so I actually commented. I talked about the blind shell, of course, but I saw somebody commented, and they're like, "I'm afraid not. Apple is the only way to go," or something like that. And it's just like, why, man, dude? And they'll get mad. People they want to fight, dude. When you're like, "Oh man, Apple's such bullshit."
Oh, I know someone who's when I ever have an issue with my Android phone, they say, "Oh, good, get an iPhone." I'm like, I'm not getting that fucking shitty ass phone, dude.
Yeah.
It's like they don't give it. Yeah, it's not good for it. I like the company. I don't like their no.
And the way they do, and they're another one that's looking out for you. They always pull.
They love us. They love us.
Because that iPad, like on the iPad, all the time, it always asks me to enter my fucking user ID and my password and all this other shit. And I'm like, why the hell should I? If I'm in it, then why do I always have to, time to enter your passcode? Why? I don't need to do that. What's
Yeah,
the
and they're all
point?
selling your fucking information. It's like, oh, it's all secure. We care about your security until we sell it to somebody for your advertising bullshit.
Yeah, when it makes
They
us
don't
money,
fucks and give. They
that's
don't
what we
give a
give a
shit
fuck.
about. But people are becoming. That's because corps are the new governments. Corps is the new nationalism.
Yeah,
You don't care about. I'm proud to be an American. I'm proud to drink Coke.
yeah, I'm
Proud to drink.
proud to
I don't
order.
drink that Pepsi. I'm an Xbox person. I'm not a PlayStation person.
Oh yeah, well that's
I'm a,
the
I'm an iPad instead of Android. If you do iPad, you're a dumbass.
yeah.
We do that with
Anybody
everything though. Now we're getting more. That's how we are with politics. So why wouldn't we be that with fucking products?
with yeah, exactly. Well, really, you.
And they fucking love it, dude. They love the fact that we're at each other's throats and that we're fucking sheeple, man.
Oh, and that's it, man. That's that divisive shit,
I think
man.
they're a
That
bunch of fucking retards, dude.
pisses people off, and that's part of the reason too. I think that they want to pit people against each other with with technology or just other things too. Sometimes where things go wrong, and you're like it makes conflict. It's like, well, this is like even with RTC with the technology. Sometimes like the text messages aren't always on point because they're hoping that you get pissed off, and then you argue with somebody. They want you to have a
Huh.
conflict. So
Well, yeah, man.
that's that divisive shit, man. We want to divide you, god damn it. We want conflict. We want you mad at somebody all the
Well,
time,
the internet helps with that a lot as well. So it's like, man,
It's interesting
yeah.
too because as a buddy of mine pointed out at the bar, he's like, dude, here we are at the bar. Nobody's getting offended. Nobody's doing all this shit. He's like, all that stuff goes on online. And I'm like, you're right. Like, you don't see it happen in person that much.
It does happen in person, but it bleeds from online and it's getting worse and worse. Like it's still definitely way better offline,
Yeah.
but online is influencing the way people act offline because people get offended at stupid shit and they hear a joke from across the room and they'll go, "Hey, I didn't really appreciate that." It's like, no, it wasn't for your goddamn business. Well, I heard it. You're in a public space.
I haven't had too much of that, thank
I'm
God.
good.
But every once in a while you will get but I know what you're saying, man. Like I got a buddy of mine got me a Trump 2024 hat, which I wouldn't mind rocking, I guess, but it's like fuck, it would just cause too much
That's the thing.
bullshit.
See, that's. I mean, it's kind of funny. I was just about to say something about that, about how yes, it's great to say whatever you want to do, but at this point, man, it's just better to be quiet and just shut up and not go there at all, man. Like trying to,
Yeah.
I need to tell you my politics and shut. Like, I don't fucking just shut up. I don't want to know. I don't want to talk. I don't want to know yours. I don't want to tell you about mine. I don't give a
Yeah.
fuck. Well, Trump and this, I'm going to put a Trump flag on my lawn and I'm going to put a Biden flag on. I'm going to wear the Trump hat. And it's like, all you're doing is setting yourself up for drama. Now, if you want that, good for you, but don't complain when you get it.
Yeah.
Oh, well, why everybody? I'm just trying to speak my rights. No, you're making a political statement in a fucking world where you know what you're going to get when you do that. So fucking deal with it if you do it. If you're wearing the Trump hat, if you're wearing the MAGA hat, deal with the people that are going to comment on it.
Yep.
That's why you're fucking wearing it. And if
Yeah.
you're not, then don't fucking wear it, you dumbass. Why? Well, it's like
Well, that's
I
another
put
thing.
my hand on the fire and got burned. Why?
Everybody's afraid of, I know my rights. I know my right. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
well, if you don't stand up for your rights all the time, like, come on, man. Sometimes you got to choose your battles.
Yeah, sometimes you got to read the room. You got to read
Yeah.
the room, and like I said, you don't go into a fucking bar. I mean, you can if you depending on if you know everybody there and they know you. But I'm not
Yeah.
going to go into I'm not a MAGA person, but if I were, I wouldn't go into my fucking improv group or my theater group with a fucking MAGA hat on. I
Right.
want to express myself the way I feel. All right. Well, then I don't have any people in this. Unfortunately, the area that I'm working in has people that are fucking totally woke off their asses. So I
Yeah.
grin and bear it, and then I get my fix.
Yeah.
I
So
I still get my goddamn fix. I still get my fucking, I get to do my thing and do my improv and help people and affect people. And if people at this point are going to find out that my politics, I'll be honest with them. And if they have
yeah.
a problem with it, I'll go, I've known you for fucking months now. I've treated you with respect, completely respect. So if you're going
Actually,
to treat me with disrespect because you know how I feel, that's on you, fuckface. I've been treating you well. and I know how you feel. I know how I don't agree with your bullshit philosophies, but I still treat you with respect because I think you're a decent person who treats people well. What? You think someone who disagrees with you is a decent person?
Fuck yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, and that's why during like COVID, I was like, okay, well, let's get some of these people out of here if they're that retarded, if they, like have to make this whole point, like that one, oh, well, I talked about him before, the one idiot that made it, who you knew from the improv group, who took it upon himself to send me a message, and he said, I know you don't see, or what did he say? I know you don't see what people look like, LOL, but I stopped following you because you shared something about Breonna Taylor or something. And I'm like, oh God,
love the wokies who are the ones who make the offhand blindo insult joke.
Oh yeah.
All the fucking really enlightened fuckers who are just so much more enlightened than you are gonna throw a cheap jab at your fucking visual impairment eye issue.
Exactly.
Oh, those fucking.
That's that's where you see the hypocrite jump right out of them.
Because it's cult, man. They're fucking cult's gonna cult, dude.
Yeah. Yep.
Cult's gonna fucking cult, man.
that's how they get down. That's I remember I had a debate with somebody on Facebook, and then when I pointed out the shit that he said, because he made some kind of blind comment or something, and I was like, oh, okay, man. Well, and then when the cool thing is he caught it. He saw he was like, oh man, you know what? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to go there, and I'm like, yeah. Because it was some woke shit,
Yeah, so. Because they get all emotional. That's what their whole goddamn thing is about. And that's the thing about, and that's why, and that the same things happen with MAGA. A lot of these, you voted for Biden. I don't want to talk to you, dude. He fucking he helped your grandma last week when she fell. Remember that he fucking helped you move last year when you had no one else to help you move. Well, he believes in something I don't now.
Yeah,
Fuck?
Oh, that's the same.
What's wrong with fucking people, man? People who believe in different politics than you are still good people most of the time. Yeah. Just because they believe something differently than you doesn't mean they're fucking bad people. Now it depends on what they're believing, but most people will help people across the street, even if they believe in abortion, or if they believe in fucking trans rights, or whatever.
Oh, that's the next thing. They're going to start asking people, hey, wait, before I help you across the street, are you transphobic at all? Are you racist? And that's the thing too. Racism, the word racism gets thrown around so much.
And they think being racist is the worst thing ever, but it's not.
Oh yeah.
It's ignorant and it's fucking stupid, but it's not the worst thing ever. Sorry, kids.
Hell no, absolutely not.
Thinking that
that's what's funny, man. I did see a body cam video where somebody was in a bar and they started a bunch of shit, and this chick beat the fuck out of this other chick, and she was like, well, but she's being racist, and the cop's like, so what? She has the right to be that way. You know what I'm saying? That's not illegal. It's
unfortunately, and that's the thing. But for certain people, they'll think that you're a bad person because of what you believe, and that's unfortunate. So I guess going back to the main point is just pick your battles. It's not going to affect you. You know what you believe,
right?
You gotta stand up for. I gotta be honest at all times. No, you don't.
No, who cares?
You don't have to be fucking honest at all times. Well, I do because it's my dick. Well, no, you be honest when you need to. But you have to fucking walk out with a fucking declaration of your fucking Republican or Democrat fucking beliefs or whatever the hell it is.
This is who I am, and if you don't like it, pally poo.
Well, that's the problem with. That's why the main problem with it now are the woke, because they're self-righteous as fuck, dude.
Oh yeah. Oh, they're worse than religious people.
Yeah, well, because religious people usually keep their ideas to themselves, and they treat you how you're seen. That's part of their belief system.
Most of them. There are some though, dude, that do push their shit.
Yeah, and that's the thing. They're religified, just like the wokies.
Oh yeah, they're just as bad.
They literally, I cannot get away from certain people talking about their fucking politics and virtue signaling the fuck out of how awesome they are because they believe this. And that's right. And I did this. And oh my God, I looked at the guy and I'm like, oh my God, I'm so embarrassed to be white. Oh my God, I'm so embarrassed to be
like, oh, dude. Although I got to tell you, if somebody who was white told me they were embarrassed to be white, I think that would make me avoid them. Yeah. It doesn't matter what they did. I still would be like, man, I can't roll with you, man. You're disgusting.
And that's great. That's fine. But you can respect them in terms of, you could say like, okay, you could say, yeah, I might not respect them, but if you see them like, hey, someone else's power's out, and they go, hey, you can stay with me when your power's out. You know, I'll help you. I got your back. Like if you can see they're a good person to people, like there's a difference between having like being, oh, okay, I can't hang with you because you annoy the shit out of me with your beliefs, than saying you're a shitty person and you don't deserve to have, you know, I want bad shit to happen to you because you believe different than me, even though you treat people with respect.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
and that's the thing. As long as they treat people with respect, but a lot of times those kind of people, they don't.
Well, it's all part of the cult. It's all look at me. I'm such a good person. You know.
Right. Look how Jesusly I am.
Yeah.
Great.
And they're all on fucking meds. So,
Yep. Yep. All got some kind of disorder
all on
somewhere,
fucking meds.
diagnosed with some bullshit. So
But yeah,
anyway,
man. Anyway,
on that fucking note, that's all I got, man. I don't know if you got anything else.
no, not really, man. Just rolling along. Like I said, life's good. You know, no news is good news, but I got a lot of good news. But just no. Yeah, shit's good, man. Life's good, man. Keep rolling, man.
Yeah. That's
it's like I'll leave with a little philosophical thing. Last year, a year ago, I was in a shit place, man. I was not in a good place. It was a really awful time for me. And I was like, God, is this ever going to end? It's just, God, this is fucking awful. I just don't know how I'm going to get out of this feeling. All through the summer, it went on. You know, I was like, that was like the worst summer of my life, but it did it. So now in the future, when I'm in that fucking shithole funk, which will happen again for everybody or for myself, just remember that you had those times that were fucking, that you came out of it before. You know?
right. You survived.
You can come out of it again. You can come back out and go, you know what? Fuck, I did this before. It's a wave. This is how life is. Life is filled with shit times. Life is filled with good times. And just kind of hold on, and things will turn around if you fucking if you just believe. If you just believe.
Well, and I'll put something onto that too. That shit time is what brought you to this good time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's why you stopped drinking.
Yes.
That's why you started to do a lot of things that you or stopped doing a lot of things that you don't do anymore, didn't do, that were, you know, sort of causing problems for you.
Causing problems for me, and causing me to get in that point where I was barely able to handle what happened last year without fucking, rough time. But like I said, it's in waves, man. You can't avoid it. So fucking, watch the shit unfold and try to remind yourself of that when you're in those shit situations, because you're gonna get there again.
Oh yeah,
that's the fucking bitch. You're gonna have
that's it, man. That's that mindset, where, oh man, I'm on easy street now. The rest of my life's gonna be great.
Yep.
And you're like,
ever after.
Don't happen like that, man. You're always gonna have ups and downs and all kinds of shit, and it's just what it is.
Yep.
So
that's the truth, man.
So don't hope for. I wish it was back. That's another thing, man, where people wish they were back in. Things were so much better back.
Oh man.
Like, man, if things aren't getting better for you all the time, some shit's wrong, dude. So and you go through, you just go. That's how life works, man. Go through shitty times, you go through good times. So anyway,
you go through good times, bad times. It's just you and me, and we just disagree. I'm cruise control.
And I'm Maxwell Silverhammer. I couldn't really add that song in there, but that's the story there. Bitches. Peace out.
We are nothing sacred. We are nothing sacred. We are nothing sacred.
With Maxwell Silverhammer.
We are nothing sacred. With cruise control. We are nothing sacred.